Sean, up and down the lineup today, the bats came to life. 4 home runs, including back-to-back jacks in one inning. Just talk about the offensive explosion here to put yourself on the verge of sweeping a series.
I think they just put a lot of pressure on the other pitchers. I mean, I think that they had really quality at bats. They had a good game plan coming in. They threw out a strong lefty, to start the game. And I think we just kind of waited it out a little bit, and we were able to run the bases well. But always having power and timely defense. The double cut to get the guy out at home, that was a big. That turned a two-run inning for them instead of maybe a 4-run inning. So, a lot of energy in the dugout, and we executed on the mound. We gave up 11 runs, but a lot of the hits they had, they were good pitches, and they did well executing their hits.
Had that nine-run inning that puts you into the lead, but then they came back to tie it up. The fortitude of this team to then rally to get the lead back.
Yeah, I think we have a big message for our guys about answering back, and I think they did a really good job of climbing back in the game, and they executed on some things on the other side that that we didn't capitalize on. But I mean, obviously when we pushed those 2 home runs across and the energy got back up, and then really the 8th inning, getting those 3 outs and only giving up 1 run, and we haven't extended to 4. The first out of the inning is always the hardest one in the 9th inning, hey, we won the series, and tomorrow we'll be looking for some more magic.
Had a player record his first career home run in today's game in Morse, and also the decision goes to a player who picks up his first career win as the Patriot.
100%. So I went. I have this little thing I talk to Tyler about, Coach Nealon, all the time about calling some guys at night. So I had a little conversation with Jackson last night about 9:15. I had a little conversation with Vincent Caldry last night about 9:15, right after that. And today they, it was just told him to be himself. That guy Jackson Morse was a fantastic hockey player. I said, hey, just treat it like a hockey game. And he went out today, and you could totally tell he was going to have a good game. Both.
Yesterday, the 4 runs in the series opener. Today, the bats came to life. You were part of that barrage, 4 home runs, including back-to-back jacks in that 6th inning. Just talked about the way you were able to get your at-bats here today and what you had working.
Yeah, so like always, I'm just trying to get into a good count where I can do some damage. After Klein hit that one, I was just trying to get into a good count, get a pitch I can handle, and do the same thing as him. Put some pressure on their defense, and it just fell my way. So. Yeah.
Well, you had the lead there. They were able to storm back and tie it up. That's a critical point in the game. What was the message in the dugout when it was tied 9-9?
Just try to get the leadoff guy on. Especially when a team comes and puts up a big inning, you want to put it right back to them. So I think it's important for us, and it helps our pitching staff a lot when we just work ahead and get that first guy on and put pressure on their defense.